Right, it is time for the 50 Shades of Grey discussion, right?
The topic, the book that's gripping the world.
Yes.
The book that guys don't want to read. Well, no, we don't want to read, but if we read it, people frown upon us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And we have got a group of girls on the phone right now, and we're going to have a little chat about this because they have actually read the book. We have got Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. How are you doing?
Good, thanks, and you?
Not bad, not bad. You sound a bit echoey there.
Okay.
And then we've got Jacqueline.
Hi there.
How you doing? Welcome to PharSide Live.
Thank you.
And then also we've got Taryn.
How's it?
How you doing? All right?
Alright, thanks.
Right, so I guess we're going to dive straight into it, really. Obviously, we've got this book that you three have read, as well as pretty much every other girl we know. And we are just two guys who want to know what the hell is going on with this. So, first of all, what is it about?
Well, initially, I have to say, I started reading the books. I downloaded the books initially, not knowing anything about anything. It was going viral all over Facebook, and I didn't want to be left out. So I started reading this book with no expectation whatsoever, and I initially downloaded the first book, and after the first book, I was completely gripped by the story about a guy who is completely controlling over this girl who is in such a dark world, and he includes her into this dark world of, if I say S&M, but I don't want to say it because it just sounds terrible.
Say it.
Call it what you may.
Say it.
So, I mean, is it as porno as everybody is making it out to be?
Very descriptive.
Very descriptive.
Yeah.
But is it one of these things that, like, you know when Sex and the City came about and all the guys had girlfriends and they said, you should watch Sex and the City because you'll learn something. Immediately a guy's not going to watch it, you know, because the guy knows everything anyway. So is it one of these situations where, us guys are going to learn something if we read it?
Yes, Sex and the City is like Enid Blyton in comparison.
Nice.
So it's personally, I mean, I discussed it with a few of my friends that have read it, and I'm thinking, I'm quite a decent girl, what has actually attracted me to this book, and it's I suppose it appeals to this darker side that perhaps we don't want to try in real life, but we do live through novels, and this guy is damaged. He's super wealthy and he's super hot. I mean, what girl wouldn't want a man like this?
Sounds like Marky Warren.
Very nice, Ryan. I'm not damaged though.
I've seen you after a few cans of the best.
Yeah, true. We've got our cans of the best chat today. So yeah.
So how many books are there? Is this the X-rated version of Twilight, so to speak? I mean, I know it's obviously not Twilight, but you know what I'm getting at. How many books are there in this series?
There's three books.
And have you guys all read? Have you all read the whole series, or some of you only read one book, or?
I'm on the third book at the moment.
And
I've read three. I read all three in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's about the same as me. I'm on the third book in my second week.
Yeah, I'll be pretty much the same.
Because there's 50 Shades of Grey, which is obviously the first one.
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw a girl reading 50 Shades Darker on the train. Now, where does that come in?
That's the second one.
Second one. Okay, and what is the third one?
That's 50 Shades Freed.
Say that again, sorry?
50 Shades Freed.
I saw
50 Shades
that.
Freed.
Do you know what? This is going to sound so lame. I saw a girl reading that 50 Shades Freed on the train. And I thought to myself she was reading like the nondescript version. I thought to myself, this girl's got the wrong book. I didn't know there were three in the mix. But isn't it? do you read these on the train to work? If you do indeed take the train or the bus into work?
I've chosen to not read them in public. I have kept them for home, honestly.
That's about the same as me. I was reading it on the bus, and I just felt like everyone was sort of staring at me.
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird.
Get affected, eh?
But I'd be staring at you, thinking, hey, what are you getting up to when you go home at night?
I've downloaded it so that no one can know what I'm reading.
That's clever.
But it's written all over my face.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a book. If you're a public commuter, it's a book for Kindle, as opposed to the paperback.
Yes, definitely.
I have to say, I've been on the train and I've seen that look like family men. They've got wedding rings on and they look like they have 3 kids and a lovely sketched wife at home. They're engrossed in this.
Well, they're reading it.
Yes.
Yeah, but those are actually got dungeons in the bottom of their houses and things like that. By the sounds of things. But I mean, do you know of any guys that have actually read it?
I've got a friend who's reading it at the moment.
Really?
And he's a guy.
Yes.
But would you say, I mean, in your honest opinion, do you honestly think that guys can learn something from this? Do you think it's something that guys should read?
I don't think it's like a learning book for men. I think it's more to do with the female psyche and how it connects with female feelings and all of that, because it's told through her story. Whereas I think if it was told through Christian side, maybe, but I don't know.
Did you say Christian? Who is Christian?
The main male character.
Ah, okay.
This dark, damaged individual.
Yes.
Who likes to go around punishing women.
Basically.
But I just can't. So basically, it's like you say, it's type of a psyche of a girl who I mean, are these girls that are basically saying to themselves, "This is not who I am. I'm not this type of girl," but
I'm reading the book.
I am reading it because I have thought about it. I'm not going to do it, but I have thought about it, so I'm going to read. I'm going to read it. Is that the case? I mean,
probably.
Can I jump in?
Absolutely.
I think in every male and female there's a little bit of curiosity.
Absolutely.
You're into it. It's like getting a taste of chocolate. You know, whatever set blows your hair back. This girl's young. She was virginal when she met Christian. So it's really, really new for him, and I think it's bringing things out of him. I mean, you girls have read the other 2, so that's what I'm getting an impression of. But there is a combination of psyche, curiosity, the normal. Initially she's filling the normal pills because she's never tasted that world before. Literally, excuse the pun. Yeah. And I think both male and female, you know, you have the initial thoughts, you know what you're doing, or you get a taste of it and you're like, right, some more, you know? So you can take them different levels. But yeah, the combination of psyche, and messages behind it.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, have you girls actually got your books with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's keen to read us a little passage?
What would you like, a scene or?
Your favorite extract, the one that you keep on going back to.
And don't worry about like swearing or anything. I mean, this is only PharSide Live. You know what I mean? So go for it. Go all out. Who's gonna go first?
They've got all hot and bothered now. They can't get
Blushing.
the words out.
You know, I can see them blushing.
I actually choose my favourite bit of the book. That's the problem.
Oh, so you basically want to read us the whole book then? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't think we have time for that.
Keeps you captivated in so many ways. I mean, this woman has written it, and she's used really, really brilliant words and keeps you captivated. It's not just the story and the genre behind it, just everything. I mean, she uses one word that expresses so many things, you know, and it's really cool in many ways.
Has anyone got a passage there?
Yeah, I'm looking around.
Well, while you're looking, is there? I mean, obviously I haven't read it, but someone's told me about the two silver balls.
Yo, what's this about 2 silver balls?
Do you want me to say that scene?
Yeah.
I read it last night.
So it's fresh in your memory.
Yes.
Carry on.
Basically, if I'm understanding, entices her. They're tiny little balls, they're metal, and they've got a little string attached to them. Basically, he puts it in this girl. She has to bend over. As she comes up, she can feel it. She starts moving around, and it starts heartening her. Just basically another way of.
So, are you saying like anal beads that we saw in American Pie?
It was suited vaginally.
Why is everyone laughing?
We're all adults, yeah?
I'm going
Can I just...
Sorry.
Don't be Christian Grey now.
These books have been around forever. They use a lot. After women have had a natural birth, the muscles down below have stressed, and so a lot of gynecologists suggest that it's used these balls to put it down by the change muscle.
Pattern, basically.
This is like a learning channel for me at the moment.
This is like Discovery Channel.
If you're watching online, I'm taking notes now.
Reading.
So there's a movie coming out. Is this what I hear? Is there some sort of a movie? Or?
As far as I know, the movie rights have been sold.
Right.
So there should be a movie coming out soon.
Because I've obviously heard a lot of talk about, who is going to play this main dude. What's his name? Is it Christian Grey?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Lockie Warren. Why is everyone laughing as I
I'll tell you what, if I wrote the book about myself, well, if somebody wrote a book about me...
It'd be a boring book.
Yeah. But, what was I going to say? Yes, there's actually a lot of talk on who's actually going to play this main guy. I heard the other R-Pats. What's his name? Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, yeah.
And then there's the other one that all the chicks like. What's his name? Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Yes. Did you hear how she said that?
Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
If you're watching online, he looks a bit like me.
Yeah.
It's an absolute lie. He's nothing like me. Hot. Oh, thank you.
The only problem I have to say with making a movie out of a book is that you have your own picture in your head. I mean, for instance, I have to say the guy that I think should play it is, I don't know if you've watched Suits at all.
Suits.
Suits.
Is it a TV program?
TV program,
Yeah.
and it's the main lawyer guy. He is extremely arrogant, he's extremely powerful, and that, for me, is the guy that should play it.
Okay.
Not a 22-year-old vampire.
Right, I see what you mean, because everyone's going to associate Robin Pattinson to... Well, that's what basically he's fallen into. Everyone looks at him now going forward as that guy that was on Twilight.
What about that Gossip Girl guy, Chuck Bass? What do you say? He's a Christian Grey?
Yeah, he's got a good Christian Grey look to him.
Ah.
I want to ask you girls a question. I mean, are any of you involved? I mean, if you are, what do your other partners say about this when they see you reading it? Do they?
I'm sure they're loving it.
I don't know, because I mean, you would sit there in the corner watching your girlfriend read it. I'd be getting worried. I'd be getting nervous. She's got all these expectations, and all of a sudden,
Quite honestly, I'd start getting a smile on my face because I know what's happening later on that night.
It's another way to look at it, I guess.
Always be optimistic, right?
Absolutely. See on the brighter side.
Right. Yeah. So, have you got anything else you want to ask, Ryan?
No, I'm done. I'm a bit hot under the collar here.
Yeah, no,
those metal ball things have intrigued me.
Yeah.
Did a bit of research, yeah.
I don't know if Ryan's about to get his iPad up and start investigating these things.
Funnily enough, I got the page saved, but yeah.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, I've got a passage that I'm willing to read.
Yes. Let's hear this. Let's hear the juicy stuff.
Okay, he stands very close as he fastens the cup. I'm staring at his chest. His proximity is heavenly. He smells of body wash and Christian, an inebriating mix, and that drags me back into the now. I want to run my nose and tongue through the smattering of his chest hair. I could just lean forward. He stepped back and gazed at me, his expression hooded, salacious, carnal, and I'm helpless, my hands tied. But just looking at his lovely face, reading his need and longing for me. I can feel the dampness between my legs. Slowly around me. You look mighty fine, trussed up like this, Miss Steele, and your heart now.
I think you're breaking up a bit there.
She's probably, I don't know, maybe it's
Yeah.
Leave it at that. And that's very mild.
Can you read that on the train with a straight face?
Yeah. Well, notice, I mean, Jacqueline started breaking down there while she's reading it. I tell you, damn, girl.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I can read that. I'm not, you see, I'm curling up a little bit of embarrassment here, you know what I mean?
So it was. It's getting steamy.
It is getting steamy. I put some doors in there.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what. Thanks a lot, girls. I think we've got a bit of insight to it now. Actually, funny, before we end off, there's one interesting fact I read about it the other day. Was that the writer of that book makes $10 million a day from the sales of that book, which is ridiculous.
So it's a little bit different than Lord of the Rings, then I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Excuse the pun.
Or I bet you J.K. Rowling is pretty pissed off right now.
Yeah, knocked off the number one pitch or whatever. Yeah. Anyway.
Went into the wrong genre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But did you notice that the author didn't use the word moist?
Which is a horrible word. So I'm glad she didn't.
Are you a girl, Ryan? Because most girls hate that word.
See, I don't like that word. It's not one of my favourite words. Moist. Ugh. Come on, get my back up talking about it. Anyway.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, thank you, girls. It's been awesome having you on the show. That was quite a nice little discussion. I've definitely got quite an insight into this book now. I don't know if I'm going to read it myself because I just really I don't have time for it. But
wait for the movie to come out.
I'll wait for the DVD.
You can download the audiobook.
This is true. Yes, and they can read it to you. So it's good for Ryan then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for the guy that doesn't do much reading unless it's a sports autobiography. Yeah.
Yeah. No, cool. Well, thanks a lot, Rochelle, Jacqueline, and Taryn. It's been awesome having you on the show, and thanks a lot for coming down. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, ladies.
So
Yeah.
wicked. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show this afternoon.
Thank you.
Wicked. Thanks a lot, eh? Right, so that was Rochelle, Jacqueline, and Taryn chatting to us about the book 50 Shades of Grey. So if you girls want to read it, buy the book. But I would suggest getting it on your Kindle or your iPad.
Yeah, not a commuter paperback.
Else you'll have a lot of people staring at you. Just like, I've seen a few girls read it and I'm like, I know exactly what you're reading. So, yeah. Cool.